Hello, it's Pastor William here with your daily word, and today we are in Nehemiah chapter 5 verse 6 to 9. We are looking at the issue of dealing with injustice. So chapter 5 verse 6, the Bible says in the New Living Translation, "When I heard their complaints, I was very angry. After thinking it over, I spoke out against these nobles and officials. I told them, 'You are hurting your own relatives by charging interest when they borrow money.' Then I called a public meeting to deal with the problem. At the meeting, I said to them, 'We are doing all we can to redeem our Jewish relatives who have had to sell themselves to pagan foreigners. But you are selling them back into slavery again. How often must we redeem them?' And they had nothing to say in their defense. Then I pressed further. 'What you are doing is not right. Should you not walk in the fear of our God in order to avoid being mocked by enemy nations?' This portion opens with Nehemiah expressing righteous anger against injustice and oppression. Before he spoke out against the evil in his society, he thought it over. This is a man who clearly has his emotions under control, allowing thought to overrule temper. How do you deal with those who abuse public office? When Nehemiah spoke out, he didn't generalize. He spoke to the people involved, the nobles and officials, and told them, 'You are hurting your own relatives by charging interest when they borrow money.' Then he called a public meeting to deal with the problem. To deal with this kind of abuse by those in high office, first, the offenders, you speak first, meet the offenders privately and spell out what they have done or are doing wrong. Make sure you give clear evidence and let them respond. Secondly, warn them that their response to the matter will be brought into the open. When such matters are brought into the open, it ensures multiple witnesses, because some of the people who will gather to hear the matter may be victims. They will be reassured when they see that something is being done about their complaints. In verse 8 of Nehemiah 5, the Bible says that they had nothing to say in their defense. They had nothing to say in their defense. Then Nehemiah said, "Then I pressed further." You see, you have to know when to push further when your enemy has been backed into a corner. How far will you go to get justice for your people? Leaders are problem solvers. It comes with a call. It is our duty to pursue spiritual, social, and financial justice for the people we lead. Jesus demonstrated this principle by feeding over 5,000 people with 2 fish and 5 loaves after he had preached to them. That's in Matthew chapter 14 verse 17. And James said, "If by faith we are not practically meeting real human needs, then our professing of faith is meaningless." James chapter 2 verse 20. Who would have thought that a call to rebuild the broken walls of Jerusalem will include addressing matters of social injustice? But here was Nehemiah, drawn into the next phase of his leadership challenge. Selah, my friends, and let God expand your horizon, and let God empower and enlighten you through these words you have heard today. And may the Lord equip you to be a better influencer in every area of your life. God bless you.